Babes, I know how frustrating it is to feel like you've tried everything, cutting the calories, cutting the carbs, working out, tracking calories. Things are just not going the way that you thought. I made one change and I ended up losing 30 pounds because of it. I'm going to share with you what it is, why it worked, and what changed in my body once I let it go. That one thing is dairy. Now, hear me out, because I know people do not want to hear this. You need to know the impact of dairy and what it does inside your body, to your skin, to your guts, all the things. So just hear me out. Before removing dairy, I struggled with painful cystic acne. I'll put a picture right here. It was all over my face, cheeks, forehead, and I would wear wigs to hide it. I would wear makeup to hide my acne. Do not do either of those because it just irritated my skin more. Around that time, I also was I think I was around 170, 175. A couple things happened. So I was trying to figure out, why am I getting cystic acne? Like, I'm not understanding. Well, your girl got on the Google, and I did some research and found out that dairy causes cystic acne. A lot of people cannot digest dairy. You are then lactose intolerant, you get cystic acne. Like, that's how our bodies respond. So I figured out it was dairy, so I started to cut out dairy. During my research, I also found that when you eat dairy, it stays in your system for 4 weeks. I said, you know what, let me try this out for a few months to see if my skin starts to get better. So I went to an esthetician at the time to remove the white and the black heads. Let me tell you something. That, besides childbirth, that was the most painful experience I've ever had to go through. She had to dig up so much that we had to pause the appointment. And she said, we need to let your face heal and then you could come back 30 days later. That's how bad it was. From that moment of me having to go through that experience, I said that dairy would never intentionally enter into La Brea ever again. I was not having that. So let's talk about what changed after removing the dairy. One, I lost 30 pounds and I kind of got too skinny. And I'll insert some pictures here as well. I gained more energy. My confidence went up. My skin started to clear up. I started to feel good just from being intentional about removing this one ingredient, which shifted everything. Two, my skin. It wasn't huge progress, but I saw that it was going down. Like, after I went to the esthetician, after I invested in products for my face, I saw my acne start to go down. Let's talk about how you can do it too. At the beginning, it was difficult because of when you're used to eating something all the time. Of course it's going to be difficult around holidays, with my family, around my friends, and finding alternatives. Like, yes, you will hit some, they're not roadblocks, but you will hit some bumps in the road where you're gonna have to figure out, okay, like, what can be my alternates. Communicating with your family. My family was okay with, like, okay, now we gotta like fix some things, whether it's without butter or like fix another dish, or I would bring a dish. Here's what helped me stick with it. One, replacing fast food spots with healthier. There's so many other options that are out there, but you have to seek. I used to love Wendy's. I used to like McDonald's fries. I used to eat all the things, and I had to get rid of them because most of their products, if not all of their products, have dairy in them. Also, cutting out dairy forced me to make better decisions with my meals. I stopped eating fast food, like I said, but you just don't stop something. You have to replace it. So I told myself, okay, now what can I replace those places with, just in those moments where I get in a pinch and I need to get food? So one thing I did was I said, okay, these are the 3-4 places that I will go. So I picked Panera Bread, Potbelly. I reframed it as a food allergy. So that way, when I went to restaurants, whether I was with friends or with myself, I know, my friends know, the restaurants know that there cannot be any dairy in my food. And when you tell a restaurant that you have a dairy allergy, if you have any allergy at all, they're going to take these steps to make sure that they do not cook your food around dairy. Try it for at least 60 days because, like I said, it takes a month for it to get out of your system. Swap out dairy with alternatives. So like your yogurt, you can get non-dairy Greek yogurt. You can get non-dairy cheese. Is the non-dairy cheese going to taste the same? No. It's not cheese. People ask me, like, La Brea, like, how did you lose weight? Like, what did you do? I got rid of dairy. which forced me to make better food choices, which goes to show that to get results, it's mostly about nutrition. Is mostly about the things that you are feeding into your body. Most importantly, don't just try it here or there. Like, oh, only Tuesday through Thursday, I'm gonna not eat dairy. This is what I suggest. If you want real results, and if this is something that has been impacting you, make it a lifestyle. Make the decision that's going to help your future self in the long run. When I first started, I never thought one simple change could change me that much. It has such an impact on my body, on my confidence, and on my lifestyle. But now dairy didn't just clean my skin, it helped me lose 30 pounds and keep it off. And here's what I want you to take away. Sometimes we have to stop overcomplicating things or trying every different diet under the sun. Sometimes it's about making one change and sticking with it and being consistent. I wanted to share because if it worked for me, it may work for you. If you're wondering, okay, what do I actually eat without dairy? I've been eating it for so long. Don't worry, I got you. You know I got you. I'm dropping a video on Monday taking you through what I eat in a day, and of course it's all non-dairy options. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so that you know exactly when that video drops, and I'll see you in the next video.